My boys, the new Festival of Universes event has added in a Super Soul that can bring back Super Saiyan God and maybe bring it to being one of the best awokens in this game once again, depending on how long this temporary boost actually lasts. Because let's take a look at what this Super Soul actually does. Now, it's a Super Soul from Super Saiyan God Goku. I never could have gotten here on my own. And essentially how you unlock it is just by getting like 3 to 5k points total, I believe, in the Festival of Universe event. It's one of those rewards where it does not go away. It's like one of those stacking rewards, like for example the Potential Unleashed Aura, the Super Saiyan Aura, things along those lines, right? And this is the very first award that you can get from the Festival of Universes at the same time. So again, what it does is when using Super Saiyan God, only once when using Super Saiyan God, it temporarily boosts the normal attacks by an XXL amount. And then also temporarily prevents opponents' stamina from automatically recovering. This could be absolutely insane, because how else are they gonna get stamina back if it's not auto recovering? Like that's how your stamina comes back, you know what I'm saying? When you're just standing still, you know, or on the ground or getting hit, it automatically recovers. So depending on how long this Super Soul right here lasts, again, Super Saiyan God may be back as one of the best awokens in this game. So what we're going to do is go into the training mode and test it out, see how the damage is, all things like that. Now, just to show, I do have a QQ Bang that does have the +5 in basic attack, so we can be maxing out that basic damage. And my basic is still at 200. Like, this is still the build from the Ultra Instinct build video. If you want to check that out, it'll be linked down below in the description. Make sure you do so. But we will be using this build as well, since it does have 200 basic, which is the max, so we can see that maximum damage you can truly get in Super Saiyan God at the same time. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, guys, is it does seem like at some point in time, YouTube is going to be changing things to where, like, if you say smash the like and subscribe button, a notification type thing will actually pop up on the screen for you to do so. This was something that I read. I'll have like the tweet up on the screen right now. This is something that I read on Twitter, and if it does end up being true, it kind of changes like the meta, I guess you could say, of YouTube at the same time. So that's not something I really have ever done. I've done it for like little spurts here and there, but I gotta get more used to it, because again, we got to be on the meta of the YouTube game. So with that being said, be sure to smash up that like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment down below at the same time, because it definitely does help the algorithm. Now, what we're going to do is load into the training mode, guys, and just check this out, see how the actual Super Soul goes along with Super Saiyan God, the damage increase, all things like that, and see how long it lasts as well, because the length of this Super Soul is really what is going to determine how good it is or is not. I'm hoping it is at least like 30 to 45 seconds, because at that point in time it actually is useful. Anything less than that, I really don't see it having much use within this game, because anything less than that, you're really not going to be able to take advantage of it at all. Now, the first thing I want to do is just test out and showcase what the damage is with this build right now for the most damaging Saiyan combo in the game. And that is 7,073 damage that I got from that combo right there, right? Now let's go Super Saiyan God, and we're going to be testing out the same exact combo to see what the damage is, so we can make a comparison of how good it is, how like crazy this Super Soul is essentially, and how much more of a damage boost you get with Super Saiyan God and this Super Soul active at the same time. The Super Soul's gone? My boys, what the hell is it, a 10-second Super Soul? And it's only one-time use of Bro, ain't no, why would they do that? What's the point? Hold up, we gonna count this. I would say that's about 15 seconds, because I was probably counting a little bit fast and I got the 17. So that's probably 15 seconds only that this Super Soul is active. Where the hell is the usage in this then? 15 seconds? I mean, if you think about it just logically, for example, right? Let's restart. Let's set stamina to normal, and let's set Trunks to Z Vanish. Now, think about this logically. The only time that this would come into use is if your opponent's stamina is around this area right here. And here's why. Because, well, if you transform into Super Saiyan God and you hit them with the combo, most likely they're going to be vanishing or using a 2-bar evasive to get out of it without taking the full damage of Super Saiyan God, because everybody knows the basic damage of that transformation is absolutely insane. So they're not going to be trying to take a full combo at all, and the only way you can really have them eat a full combo is if their stamina is low, and somewhere at this point, like even maybe if it's 2 bars, 2.5, they may eat it because they want to conserve their stamina and stay out of stamina break range. But at the same time, again, unless their stamina is that low already when you transform, there is not much. 15 seconds? I mean, even in PvE, what the hell is the point of that Super Soul? 15 seconds? What kind of parallel quest you really doing, or expert mission you doing where it's only going to last 15 seconds? I would much rather run a Super Soul, for example, even though it has negatives to it, like Topo's got a Destruction Super Soul. Because even though, again, it has some negatives, I'm still getting the XXL boost to my basic, and then I'm still getting XXL boost to my strike and key-based supers at the same time. I just don't understand this. Why would they do that? I don't see the point in Super Souls that last 15 seconds long. Now, let's test out what the damage is anyway. I mean, we're already here. We might as well see what the hell it's like. So, let's see. Oh, shit, I haven't set to Z Vanish. Hold on. I don't even know if we're going to get the full combo off. I don't think I did the best. Okay, 12,029 damage is pretty good, but we got to restart because it's literally going away already. So let's try and get as close as we can to where he's not backed up by the impact frame. All right, now once again, let's try and get the actual timing here. What the fuck you vanishing for? Okay, I think we got it right there. We got 13,673 damage. That's fairly good damage, but at the same time, again, you see, I mean, one combo and the Super Soul's pretty much going away right after that, and that's if you catch your opponent like this after transforming into Super Saiyan God, and again, if they don't have stamina to actually get out of said combo. Because if they have any bit of stamina, they have 4 bars, 3 bars, they'll use that stamina to avoid the combo, then neutral is reset, and most likely you're not getting in another full combo within that 15-second time span, because by then, you're down to like 7, 6 seconds, something along those lines. So I just don't, why? I mean, the Super Soul sounds very good in theory. I mean, it sounds very, very good, but 15 seconds? That makes it absolutely really useless in my opinion. But at the same time, this is a breakdown of the new Super Soul as well, so you guys can see what it's like, see if you want to go get this Super Soul, things along those lines. But like I said before, I don't see this being very good at all. Like, I would much rather run a Super Soul, for example, load back into Canton City, like Topo's Super Soul. Topo's Super Soul, even though it does come with a few negatives, I would much rather prefer still having that XXL boost in my basic attack, but at the same time, having an XXL boost in Ki Blast Supers and Strike Base Supers, even though it does come with a few negatives, and that Super Soul is literally active throughout the whole entire match. Or you can run Gotenks' Super Soul, which gives an XXL boost to all attack categories. It just takes, like, I believe, a minute to actually activate within the match, within a without limitations match. Most of them are not going to be over within a minute because it's more stamina, more things like that. Also, limit bursting is going to prevent the match from ending that quickly. So I would much rather run one of those two on Super Saiyan God as opposed to this. Like, I mean, I don't see the purpose. I mean, even if it was 30 seconds long, I could see a bit of a use for it. Like, I could see, you know, there being some inclination to actually use it, because not only is there your damage boosted by XXL, but your opponent's stamina isn't recovering at all. Now, personally, honestly, I would rather them take away the whole damn stamina recovery thing completely and just let this be an XXL boost to your normal attacks and let it last a whole minute long, or maybe even the whole entire match. Like, just have it be just the boost to XXL attacks. The stamina auto recovery thing from your opponent is a nice feature of it, but again, for 15 seconds? 15 seconds. I don't get it. So let's take a look though at Gotenks' Super Soul, for example. Damn, gonna have to go all out, right? Bit of time after the battle starts. your attacks get boosted by an XXL amount, and your movement speed is boosted by an XXL amount. Now, it'll always increase the damage you take from attacks by 10%, which is not that big of a deal, to be honest, when you're talking about the simple fact that you're getting an XXL boost to all attacks, and even an XXL boost to your movement speed at the same time after a minute goes by in the match, and then it's active for the entirety of the rest of the match. So a much better Super Soul, without a doubt, in my opinion, right here for Super Saiyan God than that one on the bottom. Let's go look at Topo. Where you at, Topo? Where you at? There we go. This one. Always boost strength of all attacks by an XXL amount, increases damage taken by a medium amount, reduces movement speed, ki restored, and stamina recovery speed by a medium amount as well. So you're taking a 10% hit to all of those things that we just mentioned with the medium amounts, right? But you always have that XXL boost to all damage categories, XXL boost to ki blast, super strike, supers, and your basics. So why in the hell would anybody ever run this Super Soul right here? Like 15 seconds? Again, that's not really going to get you anywhere in an actual PvP matchup. Like literally nowhere I see this getting you in a PvP matchup, my boys. So I highly recommend not using this Super Soul and not even going after it. It's not good for PvE because 15 seconds in PvE is just absolutely worthless. And then in PvP, I mean, the Super Soul can literally have zero effect in a match essentially, because say you activate Super Saiyan God, right? And you're going up against someone who knows that Super Soul. They see that Super Soul. All they got to do is play timid for 15 seconds. They play timid for 15 seconds, make it hard to catch themselves and don't get hit. Then what? The Super Soul was completely useless. Like it literally did nothing for you at that point in time except halting your opponent's stamina recovery for 15 seconds. Like honestly, that part has much more use than the XXL boost to damage, because at least with that part you're guaranteed to gain something from the Super Soul, because for those 15 seconds while your opponent is running away or whatever the hell is going on, they cannot recover stamina. But you're not guaranteed to get off a combo, let alone a full combo in Super Saiyan God in 15 seconds unless your opponent's stamina is already low and at the point where you can basically break them, or they're about to be broken if they do Z-vanish one more time and you catch them again. So like I said, I truly don't understand why they would even add in the Super Soul like this from the very beginning. It has no purpose. Like, to me, I don't see any uses for it, sadly, and that kind of sucks, because when I first saw the Super Soul, I was like, damn, this might be good. This might be real good, you know? But now it's like, damn, this is some hot pile of dog shit. Not even a hot pile of dog shit. It's a hot pile of dog diarrhea lit on fire. I wouldn't say it's that bad, but either way, it's still not anything that is useful by any means. Like, it's almost a pointless Super Soul, in my opinion. And like I said at the beginning of the video, what was it going to come down to? How long that temporary boost actually lasts, and 15 seconds it just ain't it. So let me know your thoughts on this Super Soul down below in the comments. If you think it's worth using at all in any way, shape, or form, and if you do think it's worth using, let me know why you think it's actually worth using. And then also just how disappointed you are if you are someone like me who sees this Super Soul as absolute doodle buns. Like, and I see no use for it at the same time. But with that being said, my boys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.